Hello YouTube, welcome to my first little base tour. I've been playing on the server for about a week now. It's the Facepunch 1 AE, which is a new server that came out recently. It's pretty low pop, it only has about 60 to 80 players. I think it peaks at like 100 at nighttime. It's a pretty small server right now, but you know, just a week ago it would get to maybe 40 pop, but it's the only server where I have a decent ping, so I'm just sticking it out. Anyways, I've been tapping into my PvE side more, building kind of larger bases that I'd usually not build, and I wanted to kind of keep this as a memory and just record it so I can look back on it in the future. So my base is located in I-28 on an iceberg, as you can see. I have a little bridge connecting me to the iceberg. It's very simple to see on the floor and some windows on the side. You come over onto the ice that's here, and the entire ice is covered in external TCs. So no raid base can be built without using C4 to take them out. This wraps around the entire iceberg, so it's just the same on all sides. Just using a large battery here to get into my base. So this is the compound up top. Just got some simple turret pods that are not HVable unless you break the chain link fences, of course. And over here on the side, I just have great defense kits, HV rockets, smokers, etc. And of course the Benelli. Always gotta have a Benelli. Right here I just have some decoy boxes, because I feel like if you're raiding this base, and you see these boxes in the middle of, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 turrets, you might want to grab them too. But there's nothing in them. Again, external TCs here to block off the way up. And then I built this to help me in defending a raid, but the concept for this obviously kind of comes from reverse cores that you see in some base designs. I think it's kind of an older base design concept to have a reverse core, but I just kind of have a reverse core in my compound. And here is the second battery and TC, and then I just have these simple peaks right here. Learned these from Alone in Tokyo, probably. Here, a simple ramp peak. Another 2 defense kits. Goodness Lord. Some more peaks right here. Very basic peaks, turret right here. And then again, even more peaks right here. I just want these to be as versatile as possible. So when I'm defending a raid, I want to have, you know, as many corners that I can keep from as possible. And again, more raid peaks right here. And another jump up right here. So yeah, definitely big focus is having as many spots where I can peek out as possible. And so that's my little reverse core right there. This right here is a base design that I originally saw on a video by, what's the name? It's not Tacular, but someone kind of similar to Tacular who also does the I'll put his channel on the screen right now. I just can't remember the name right now. Taunted is his name. And kind of adapted it over time, and I've always been a fan of this base because there's no external TCs, there's no wide gaps, etc. But it's a pretty good and defendable base in my opinion. More turret pods here, and then both sides are symmetrical. We enter here. Usually there would be turrets watching this, but because of the turret limit, I don't have any right now. So for this base design, I actually don't have anything at the bottom floor, and my bag says rated base, so that when people raid it or raid the core, they might not even raid the rest of the base. But I have a raid alarm set up right now, so whenever I get raided, I log in pretty fast. I've defended about 2 or 3 raids already. I actually used to live over here on this rock, but I moved to the Iceberg, so I have more space. A little electric furnace setup right here. All empty. This is kind of the best part about this base design. I know it looks really simple, but this peak does wonders when you're defending a raid, because people never tend to look back to this extent, and you have an amazing peak that just gives you full visibility over the inner peaks. Then the peaks are separated by these armored doors, and then you can put bedrooms in here, but I just have also turrets, as you can see. This is my little furnace room actually. Second, let me turn off my chat real quick. Then on the opposite side, you actually have flat patch going up, which then leads into this so-called open core. It's really simple, and I'm trying to find a better way of implementing this because it's a bit too simple in a way actually. But before I get to that, for my raid defense, I always have cameras highlighting so I can see whenever anyone pulls up, and I could just sit by my heater in the game and never get cold. I also have 3 drones, and I've been doing this in recently. I don't use them really when I'm getting ready by a small team. Those grenades in these drones, again, very simple system. And I actually got almost rated on just now when I got that grenade, so that works as well. But yeah, those drones have helped me out a ton in recent raid defenses, not just with this base, but in general, because big teams shooting a lot, you won't hear the drone coming. This is my open core right here. I have some AKs, some 2-3 guns up there. I'm gonna have like 2.5 boxes of comms right now. Some ammo, just a bunch of stuff that I need to sort out as well. And then over here we've got some charcoal tools. And again, it's not organized 100% perfectly right now, but it's something we're working on, or I'm working on. It's the boombox. Pretty nice boombox for a solo. Got the under the workbench box. And then this is the most disgusting box ever. I was hard lifing or no lifing like cargo and deep sea for a while, and then I ended up raiding or actually I didn't raid them. They came to my base and tried raiding me, these two guys, and I took their boom and just raided their boat. And for some reason they were living out of their boat, and they had like 3 doors, and there were literally 4 boxes of comps in there. And so I've had like literally 30,000 scrap throughout this week, and it's been disgusting, but it's been pretty nice in a way because I can just buy as many frags as I want from Outpost, because they're pretty cheap right now, and they're always pretty cheap a few days into life. Got sulfur here, brick wall obviously, and wood logs, yada yada. And then this kind of cracks me up every time, but my TC is literally in my open core right now, but it's literally just right here. I'm working on finding a better spot for it, but for this iteration it's kind of awkward. Come through here, we have another 4 rate defense kits with these and everything. And then this is where I have my 2 shops. I'm currently covering my roof with twigs so my helis don't decay. But yeah, we have 2 turrets, and then we have another 2 turrets that are covered so that they can't be shot out from a helicopter. And yeah, some very simple peaks, ramp peaks obviously, and then we have these ones, and then the roof peaks. All in all, very, very simple stuff, and you know, when I do get raided, it's quite predictable. That's why I built this little reverse core. But yeah, this is the base that I have for this wipe. I'm gonna do a quick fly around. Also, there's Iceberg is property builds. All my users are playing Rust. Those builds are Iceberg base, so that's also new for me. But yeah, that's my base for this wipe. Next wipe I want to plan it out a little better and maybe not build one Iceberg, because it is kind of annoying to be this far away from, you know, everything else on the map, because as you can see there's literally no other bases in sight. Obviously the pop is very low, that's why, but here's one base. Someone tried raiding me, but yeah, I know no one's gonna see this, but yeah, this is my little humble abode. So